I think that fall might be my favorite time of year, and I'm really hoping that the universe is nice and gives me a lot of good books to read this fall. So let's trust in the TBR jar and let's pick our September TBR. Hello, my book and wellness friends. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kim. I'm so excited you're here with me today. Welcome to this week's book chat. This week we are going to be picking out my September TBR, and I'm going to be using my trusty prompt jar to help me pick out my TBR. I absolutely love prompt jar videos. They're one of my favorite videos to watch, and they're one of my favorite videos to record. So we're going to be recording it this month. When I think of September, I think of summer coming to a close, and I think of the beginning of fall, the changing of seasons. I really think of three things. I think like comfy, cozy, feel good. I think spooky, scary, and I think academic, because school just restarted for the kiddos and a lot of my family members who work in the school system. So I think academic, I think comfy, cozy, and I think spooky. So this TBR will hopefully focus on those three things, and we're going to get right into it. I'm going to be picking 6 books for my September TBR. They're going to be fall themed, as I mentioned, and yeah, it's all going to be controlled based on my prompt jar here. I also do want to mention that I'm using a brand new mic and a brand new camera, so I'm really banking on this turning out well. Hopefully it does. If things are a little bit weird, yeah, it's all a learning system for me, and a brand new editing software system, so a lot of changes around here, which is hard for this Taurus over here, but hey, we're doing our best. And like I said, with the changing seasons, I'm really feeling the changes that are coming my way, and I'm really excited about what's to come. So I'm going to stop rambling about pointless stuff and get right into the reason you're here, the prompt jar. You need to be here to hear it now. It's recording from the mic. Your girl doesn't even know anymore. Okay. You read that? A book title with a V in it. All right, that is quite a way to start off. So let me see if I can find any books with a V in the title, and they will hopefully be fall themed. A V. Okay, we're looking for a V, guys. Oh, Vox. Well, there's one right away. I'm not sure if that's really fall themed though. I think my fall is over here. What is this called? Bourbon and Proof. No. What's this? No. Ooh, yes. Okay, we have another option here. If I don't break things, trying to grab it. That alone makes me feel like I need to read it because I don't want to break things. Trying to grab it. Okay. Do we want one more option, friends? Maybe one more option. Let's see, we're doing fall themed. So fall's gonna be around here. I don't really have any fiction that make the list, but maybe I have a fantasy. I really need to put my entire TBR facing outward so I know what it is, and then put my pretty ones on the other side. I feel like that would make more sense. Okay, I don't see any other V's, so we're just gonna go with these two. Sounds like a plan, okay? So the 2 books I picked were Vox by Christina Dulcher and Falling Like Leaves by Misty Wilson. Vox is a kind of like a contemporary. I might be a bit of a sci-fi, and it is set in the United States, in which half the population, women, has been silenced. It's a harrowing, unforgettable story about one woman and what she will do to protect herself and her daughter. So basically, in this world, women are not permitted to hold jobs, girls are not taught to read or write, females no longer have a voice, and now women only have 100 words a day to make themselves heard. So that sounds really good and really interesting. However, the other book I have is Falling Like Leaves. You can see, again, there's a V in it. Vox obviously starts with a V. And this one, oh, I did not expect this one to be young adult. I do have a sweet little bookmark that goes with it, and I do have it signed. And like, to me, that just feels like I need to read it. And it's definitely a fall book. And it says, Ellis has a lot of expectations for her senior year, but moving from Manhattan to Bramble Falls, Connecticut is not one of them. Yet in the wake of her parents' separation, that's exactly where her and her mother are headed. So she's moving to a small town in Connecticut because of her parents' separation. And it's charming, but full of distractions. There's a local barista who was Ellis's once best friend and first kiss, who is majorly glowed up now and wants nothing to do with Ellis. And there's a Falling Leaves Festival that's a month-long tourist attraction being run by Ellis's aunt. I feel like that's all I really need to know. That is the perfect fall read, and I said this is a fall-themed TBR, so we are going to be digging into as much fall books as we can, and maybe a little bit of end of summer books, but mostly fall books. I mean, summer doesn't end until, what, September 19th? I'm pretty sure fall starts on September 20th. No, maybe the 22nd. It might start on the 22nd of September. So like most of September is technically summer, but I'm getting in the fall vibes. So Falling Like Leaves, book number 1 for my TBR, a book that starts, or a book that is not the one I pulled out. Oh, whew, I got it. A book that title with a V in it. My goodness, that was really quite complicated now, wasn't it? Okay, moving on. I accidentally pulled this one out, so we're just gonna shove her in there. Moving on. Back to the TBR. Let's pull out a friend and see what we have. I have no idea if this camera focuses, so I'm sorry if it does not at all in this video. Like I said, new camera. A book you started but never finished. Wow. Okay, I think that this is really calling me out. There are several books that I have right here that I've started and not finished, so let me grab them real quick. There's actually only 2, so that's not so bad, right? So I have Joey by Sadie Kincaid. This is a dark mafia romance. It is book number 2 in the Chicago Ruthless series. I am on page 86, chapter 14, not very far into it. I also have A Stage Set for Villains by Shannon J. Spann. I have mentioned this book so many times because I've been trying to read it for so long. I'm on page 186, and this one is a dark gothic fantasy about a traveling play with villains in it, and our female main character who was cursed when she was younger, basically. Like, she has an illness from when she was younger from one of the players, and now she's sneaking into the theater to try and cure herself. So those are the 2 options of books that I am in the middle of, that I've started but have not finished, and I honestly think they're both good options for fall. A mafia romance, good for fall. A dark fantasy, good for fall. I think since my first book is a romance, we're just going to lean into A Stage Set for Villains. Plus, I really, really, really want to get this read, because I've been trying for months and months and months to get this read, and it's definitely more of a dark fall vibe, so I think this is the perfect time to do it. Okay, 2 books done already. Moving on to prompt number 3. Like, maybe if I do this, is that much better? Not at all. Oh, there we go. Oh, we had it. Guys, we had her. The author has the same last initial as your aunt. Last initial as my aunts. I don't have any aunts. So, I have step aunts. They have various last initials. I don't even know all of their last initials at this point, honestly, because they are... We're just gonna toss this one because I don't think that one applies to me. Anyways, next up, of course, the one that I got to focus. This one says, I believe it says a classic. Hopefully you guys got that. It does indeed say a classic. So let me see if I can find a classic that is fall themed. Maybe. Classics over here. I really don't own that many classics, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think I have one. Guys, I don't think I have one. I have All Quiet on the Western Front. I don't really want to read that, like, at all. Like, 0% of me wants to read that. Okay, I don't think I have a classic. Guys, I don't think I have a classic. So we're going to toss that one as well. Wow. We're going to, I want to get through my TBR though, so we're not going to be buying books or anything. We need to get through the TBR. That's definitely focused. A book with a brown or, a book with a town or state name in the title. Okay, a town or a state name. That we could maybe do. Okay. Going great so far, guys. I've got nothing. A town or a state name. I've got nothing. Oh, I have, oh no, that's not called what I thought it was called. Never mind. I have The Great Alone by Christian Hanna. I thought, because it's about Alaska, for some reason I was like, oh, Alaska's in the name. But it's definitely not in the name. So, whoopsie on that. Okay, that's summer. We're not looking for summer. We're looking for fall. Maybe I'll check the thriller section. The thrillers, I feel like, are better chance. Town or state name. Town or state name. I'm just gonna keep repeating it because apparently... Okay. Wow. This was going so well. until it wasn't. I don't have a single one that's fall themed that has a town or state name in it. Not a single one. So we're gonna have to try this thing again. This is, I'm just astounded. It's about to get loud because my housemate's home, so be prepared. If it gets loud, my housemate's home. A book you've been saving for a rainy day. Okay, let me see what I can find. Okay, I grabbed 3. So I have Bourbon and Proof by Victoria Wilder. This is like a romance thriller mix, I believe, and it's about a small town in Kentucky. And I believe all the brothers in this family believe that they're cursed. It's like part of a series. It's part of the Bourbon Boys series. And I believe all the men in this family think they're cursed. And in this one, let me make sure this is number 1. No, Bourbon and Lies is number 1. So I grabbed the wrong one. This is going to make a lot more sense now. So it's Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder. This is book number 1 in the series, the Bourbon Boys series. So it says, in Fiasco, Kentucky, any woman who did ended up dead. Who fell? Oh, so it says, wow, I missed the very first part. Never fall for a Fox brother. So anyone in this Kentucky town who falls for one of these Fox brothers ends up dead. And so they think they're cursed, basically. And our male main character is an ex-cop, and our female main character is a beautiful stranger who just shows up in town. He doesn't want anything to do with her, but he can't stay away. So it's like a romance thriller smash up. The next one I have is Cash by Jessica Peterson. This is a cowboy romance. It is book number 1 in the Lucky River Ranch series, and it is about a female main character whose father unexpectedly passes away and leaves her his cattle ranch in Texas as an inheritance, and she has to go there. She has to manage it for a full year before she can do anything, and what she really needs is the money to invest in her own company, so she goes back there to manage it. She ends up running into the grumpy foreman Cash Rivers, who wants nothing to do with her and doesn't think she belongs on this ranch. And finally, I grabbed Half City by Kate Golden. This is a young adult fantasy. It is about our female main character. I believe she is a demon hunter, and she ends up going to a school for demon hunting. Okay, this is hard. I really want to read all 3 of these. And I've been saving all of these for like a good rainy day. I think I'm going to go with Half City. That was not what I thought I was going to pick, but this one is just screaming at me, please read me. So we're going to go with this one, Half City by Kate Golden. For book number 3, a book I've been saving for a rainy day. And we're going to leave these 2 sitting here because you might be seeing them again if any of the prompts match those 2. Because I really want to use those 2. I just threw prompts everywhere. So if this one doesn't work, we have a bunch on the ground that could work. A book you've been avoiding. I thought it said a book you've been saving, and I was like, what do you mean? I just had that one. A book I've been avoiding. Calling me out, huh? Okay, let's see. Okay, so I figured it out, and I'm not going to even grab a second option because I know that this one I need to read, and it's Rights of the Starling by Devney Perry. This is book number 2 to Shield of Sparrows, and I read Shield of Sparrows last year, and I absolutely loved it. And I've just been putting this one off because I just like that one so much. I'm afraid this one's not going to live up to the hype, but I feel like I need to read it, and I need to know. I need to continue the story and see what happens. So I'm going to be adding this to my TBR for book number 4, a book I've been avoiding, Rights of the Starling, because your girl needs to get that read. Okay. Number 5. A book you bought this year. Did I buy those this year? I don't know if I did. Okay. So what is a book that I definitely... Oh, I know what I want to read. This is going to be my last summary book for the TBR, my only summary book, and that's The Shampoo Effect by Jenny Jackson. This one I recently got in my July Book of the Month box, and I really want to read it. It's about a female main character. She's dating this guy, and he's someone who has like this big friend group, and they're like really close to each other, and something happens where one of his friends ends up pregnant with his baby, and our female main character basically ends up getting shunned out of the group because of this. So it sounds like it's going to be really messy, really chaotic, and really fun. So I am really looking forward to that one. So I'm going to add that on to my TBR. Wow, so we went from struggling to really flying. And I feel like that is working out so well for me, don't you? I mean, us. We're in this together, my friends. Hopefully. This is our last book. A book set in your home state. I don't have any of those. I actually know for a fact that I don't have any of those. Does it count if it's set in a state I've visited? Well, Kentucky's right by. It's like Midwest. Can we do a book that's set in my country, my home country? You know what we're going to do? We have 3 prompts here. We're going to look at what they are and see if I want to do any of them, just for fun. I love prompts, but we'll put them back in if we don't do them, okay? A book someone you know in person has read. Okay. a book that was published the year you were born. I'm definitely not gonna, we're gonna put that one back, but we're not gonna do that one today. A book with an illustrated cover. This one counts. Illustrated cover. So like no one I've known has read Bourbon and Lies, but people I follow on social media have read it, so does that count? We're gonna add them both and we're just gonna have that be our TBR for the month, I think. Do I like that? I guess I don't really have a choice. I have a bunch of romances. Okay, I guess that works out. I don't have any thrillers. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to read thrillers on my own then, right? Because this is my September TBR, thanks to my TBR jar, my prompt jar. This universe. Selected Falling Like Leaves by Wilson, A Stage Set for Villains by Span, Half City by Golden, Rights of the Starling by Perry, The Shampoo Effect by Jackson, Cash by Peterson, and Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder. This looks like a really good month of reading, and it's definitely a fall-packed month. Lots of fall, lots of fantasy, lots of romance, lots of good times. So I'm hoping this is going to ease me into the new season really, really well, and I'm really excited for it. Eek! Let me know down below what you guys are planning to read in September. Let me know if you guys picked out a TBR. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you thought of them. And yeah, make sure you subscribe and like this video. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys in my next one. Live well, read lots of good books, and go discover, my friends. Bye! If you're still here, I want you to comment down below, and I want you to leave your favorite fall emoji, like any kind of the fall Halloween emojis. Leave your favorites down below. See you guys.